I got the news that Kobe passed away a couple days ago when I woke up and I saw it on my phone in group text. I didn't really believe it. Growing up as a basketball player and a basketball fan, you have to respect Kobe. Even as a Celtics fan, and if you know anything about the NBA, Celtic is the biggest rival against Lakers, which is the team that Kobe played for all his career. Even though that we are rivals, you still have to pay respect to one of the greats, his mentality on and off the court. And it's such a tragedy that this man with such an excellent mindset, attitude, perfection, hardworking, work ethic, had to pass away at such a relatively young age. And so I just want to make a quick video from the lessons that he reminded me, that he inspired in this video today. I'm trying to get into this video with some positive energy in the remembrance of Kobe Bryant. Let's go. The first way of life that Kobe helped me remember, and I will forever embody this mentality, is live with no regrets. Regardless of how rich, famous, physically healthy you are, you never know when your life will be cut short in just a blink of an eye. You might just go on an accident. You might get a virus. Who freaking knows? So you really have to ask yourself, are you living the life that you want to live? Do you have any regrets if you die today? This is actually a way of life that I've embodied since the age of 19. When I need a grounding moment, I'll ask myself, hey Marco, if you die today, would you regret not doing something? If X died today, would you regret not telling him or her something? In the past, whenever I go into this reflective state, there will be one or two things that I wish I could have the courage to do so, or actually took the time to make the commitment to do it. So whether that be telling a girl how I truly feel, telling my family how I truly feel, going to a place where I want to always go, living the best me at this moment. So if I die today or tomorrow, I'll be like, you know what? I gave it my best shot. And that's a really powerful way of life that we should embody in the spirit of Kobe Bryant. Because yes, it's very sad that he passed away at such a relatively young age, but this man lived a very fulfilling life through his work ethic, through his diverse ways of spending his precious time outside of basketball, working on films, working on cartoons, investing, putting his time into promoting a sport drink, a lot of different things, rapping. So ask yourself, is there something that you need to do right now so that you won't regret dying today? Is there someone that you have to say something to so you won't regret if they died today? So think about that. Really take a minute to reflect on it. And I challenge you to take action on whatever you came up with so that you can start creating the life where it's regret-free and you can become your greatest possible version in this lifetime. So that is the way of life number 1, inspired by Kobe Bryant. The way of life number 2, treasure this life. This point is for the people who are a little bit depressed, for the people who might have suicidal thoughts. I was once there in my life where when I was riding that low tide, when I was very unhappy, when the external circumstances in my life got to me, I thought to myself, what is the meaning of all this? Why don't I just end it all? What's the point of this? I felt numb. I didn't really get why I was here. I didn't ask for this. Why don't I just die and just like, oh, get it over with, right? I was like next to the balcony. That thought creeped in. But obviously I didn't jump. Obviously I had something to keep me here. And I understand why people would attempt suicide, because sometimes all it takes is just like that one thought in our mind. And if you're in a bad state of thought, if there is a series of things that bring you down, it's easy to just make that choice. But what helped me combat that thought when it creeps in is the perspective of, you know what, you already gave the coin to play this game. Why not finish the game? You want to die, you eventually will. That's inevitable. Everyone will die eventually someday, maybe tomorrow. So why not make the most of it in this lifetime? And when you do die, you say, you know what, I have a great run. Because on a spiritual level, if you do die and you didn't learn the lesson that you came here to learn, you didn't achieve the purpose that you came to achieve, you're going to come back again. So dying is not a permanent solution to your problems. Start appreciating this life. Start treasuring this life. Even the low moments, because it's the low moments where you grow the most. And your problems are not permanent. It would eventually fade away. Once you get past that, you're going to go right back up. You're going to feel the high vibes. And you're like, wow, this is why I choose to come back into this lifetime. Even though I know I have to go through these hardships. So there's possibilities out there waiting for you. Treasure this life. Make the most out of it. That's way of life number 2. Last but not least, the way of life number 3 is leave a legacy. It's such a tragedy that Kobe died at a relatively young age, because him bringing his excellence, his mindset, his attitude from the basketball field into the business world and into his creative, he was bound to be successful. In fact, he was starting to thrive in his post-NBA career, coaching his daughter's basketball team, creating short anime films, winning an Oscar due to basketball, creating a cartoon, doing some investment in various things, right? He's a very smart man, speaking several languages. He was like a polymath kind of dude, just loved studying, obsessed with learning. And he had so much great things that he could do beyond basketball for the community, for the world. And he had like such a good fan base that people really looked up to him. Me being a Celtics fan, you know, as I mentioned before, I never actually appreciated Kobe until after his retirement. Started in his retirement game where he scored 60 points, which was insane. And then him going on to interview talk shows and me understanding his mentality towards life in general. I just had a deep, profound appreciation for his way of life. But I also want to say that, you know what, although it's super sad that he passed away at such a relatively young age, what he did leave and will be forever embraced is his legacy on the field, on the court, what he did for the NBA, but also off the court. The intangibles, like his mentality, the Mamba mindset, the killer mindset, all the talks that he did, all the people he inspired, all the lives that he touched. So think about, if you die today as well, what would your legacy be? What would people remember you as? For me, right, these videos will be my legacy. People remember Marco Chak, the guy that makes YouTube videos, the guy that life coaches people. My articles will be my legacy. My journal that I have will be my legacy. The people that I coach will be my legacy. So think about, what would you want your legacy to be? And are you taking action towards your legacy? Is there a song that you have to write? Is there a recipe that you have to create? Is there a collection you have to design? What is the impact you want to make before you leave this world? And start making it today. Start taking that step today. And I think the general theme here in this video today is to take action immediately. Don't wait for anything, because you never know when your life is just going to end just like that. But it's okay if your life ends just like that, because you are already on your purpose journey. You are already doing what you truly want to do. You are already fulfilling your purpose here in life. And when you live that way, and even if you did pass away, at least you'll say, hey, you know what? I have a good run. At least you'll say, you know what? I gave my best effort. Next lifetime we'll be back and pick up where we left off. So those are the way of life that Kobe's death has really reminded me to embody more often. and I'll take it to my heart and remember to live this way for the rest of my life. No regrets, treasure this life, and leave a legacy. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a little bit from this video that you can start implementing today and taking action, because you can watch a million of these self-help videos, but what really makes a difference is to just take one idea and start applying today. It's the same concept I talked about in the Apply Your Knowledge video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Please give a thumbs up, comment to help the algorithm a little bit. Share to your friends who need to hear this message. And as always, I will leave a little message is if you want to live a life where you always achieve a constant personal growth, if you want to be more in tune with your inner being, check us out at divicati.com, where you can see what kind of coaching services we provide and see if it's a good fit to your needs and wants. And I'm very excited because I recently just created a signature program where it's a 3-month program, and man, I put all my nuggets into that program, and at the end of it, you would achieve forever personal growth, and you will be more in tune to your inner voice, your inner self, your inner wisdom, so you can always coach yourself when you need to. So that is it, my divine beings and friends and family. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sending lots of good energy to everybody in this world, to you, to myself, anyone that needs healing, anyone that needs love. It's abundant. I got some, here you go. I got some, here you go. Till next time. Much love and peace.